Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
Um, I have a few questions, and feel free to stop me when I'm
Oh,
going.
don't worry about that.
All right. Thank you. And if I may just ask, if you would, let me finish the question
Oh,
before
all right.
answering. Thank you. On one CD, you had mentioned 7 laws of manifesting your reality. And it said that on one of the steps, it said you have to believe that what you want, you can step into that reality. Even if you have 1 ounce of 1/10 of 1,000th of percent of 1% of not believing that you can manifest that reality, it's not going to happen. Like you got to full heartedly believe that. So I like to know at this point, if I'm in the middle of my stepping stones called my day jobs, how can I stay in a positive place when I'm kind of still shifting the belief system? Obviously, I'm not 100% there, or I would be in that reality, to keep a clear path to step into that reality. Yes, I'm
Are
done.
you done?
Yes.
Oh, all right. The question I would ask you back is, can you stay and choose to stay in a positive state while you are actually going through the processing of a negative one?
Yes. Yes.
Then you're in a positive state.
Okay. Thank you.
And whatever is happening in that state is what needs to happen. Please remember, the discovery of negative definitions is part of the process of your positive state of excitement.
Okay.
So, as long as you understand you have an umbrella state of highest excitement, then the idea of discovering negative definitions and going through the process of letting them go will be experienced as part of your excitement and not an interruption in it or not a slowdown of it.
Okay.
Make
Thank you.
sense?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right.
Thank you. Next question. I went to Brazil almost year and a half ago in August, and me and my mom both got a lot of healings, and I will only speak for myself. It was very exciting. We experienced amazing things through these entities healing us. And we keep sending pictures and we get more layers of different healings, a lot of physical healings, but little ones for me. And it seems like some of them are reverting back. And I like to know um, how I can stay in a positive place or a healed place. I'm
Are
done.
you done?
I'm done.
All right.
Embarrassing me.
Well, this is actually similar to what we just said.
Okay.
First of all, you have to understand that if the idea of a healing brings you back into alignment, but you have a definition that it won't last, then it won't last. You will recreate the idea to let you know you're still holding on to a negative definition you haven't discovered yet, because it
Okay.
will push you to explore what that could be.
Okay.
And that, again, is part of the positive process of discovering more of yourself that you wish to change.
Okay.
Because just as we said in the initial transmission on Friday night, when we gave you the 7-part permission slip, as you go down the list of these affirmations, you have to understand that affirmations are not enough. Because if you're saying, I am supported, but while you're saying that, you have a definition that doesn't actually allow you to truly believe that you are, to truly know that you are, then when you say, I am supported, you're actually amplifying the belief that you're not. So that's why we're saying when you make these affirmation statements in that 7-part permission slip, pay attention to the feelings and resonance within you as you say each of these things, because if you're truly honestly sensitive about what it is you're experiencing when you utter those affirmations, you'll be able to tell whether you're actually buying into them or whether you're just pretending to gloss over what is actually going on within your definitional system. And you cannot gloss it over. So it's all well and good to go and use a permission slip to heal you and give you a little bit of a breather so that you can work from a more positive space. But understand that by being in that positive space, it will do its job and bring to your attention anything that may still be lurking within your unconscious mind that is out of alignment with you. And so it will crop up to give you something else to deal with and find out what is the ultimate core definition that's going on here that you haven't let go of yet. So that, again, will be a part of your overall process of healing and discovering, healing and discovering, healing and discovering, healing and discovering.
So how can I recognize that maybe one of these Maybe it's about change because one of the healings that I asked for was for my back that I had, I guess you could say, injured, and
Yes.
it went to a complete healing. But when I started exercising again, and I exercise very rigorously
Why do you do that?
because I enjoy it. I
Are you
don't,
sure?
yes, because I look forward to working out.
That's fine. But when you say rigorously,
Hardcore. Like I don't just go for a walk, I go
I
for,
understand what you mean in terms of the word. But what do you actually mean in terms of the energy? Do you actually push yourself beyond where you actually know it's comfortable for you to go?
no, no, I don't.
All right.
When I get pain, I stop. I treat myself well enough, I feel.
May I make a suggestion?
Please.
Stop before you have the pain.
Okay.
Do you think you can sense when you're at the threshold where you're about to have pain and then stop?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Then if you do it that way, you may allow your body to truly be prepared to go to the next level next time instead of completely pushing yourself through that wall. You may need right now to just go just to the wall and not insist on smashing your way through it.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
See if that technique will work a little bit more readily for you
Okay.
and let you truly build up strength and stamina rather than taking yourself to the breaking point.
Makes sense.
I
Thank you.
know, that's why I said it.
In my private with you regarding romantic love,
Yes.
you said that I should be open to accepting love
Well,
from.
not should, but you can
Oh, okay.
choose
Right,
that.
right. It would be the sensible thing as far as the next step for me to accept love from all around me, anyone who is, open to giving me love and
Well,
whatnot.
yes,
Um,
because they are all different reflections of the unconditional love in one way or another from all that is.
right.
And if you know you have that support and are willing to support yourself and love yourself unconditionally, then it will be relatively easy to attract reflections of that unconditional love in your life from others that you have for yourself.
And the challenge with that is that there are people, as I interact with different kinds of people, there are people that come into my reality. They want to spend time with me, not necessarily romantically and whatnot,
Yes.
but however, they want to give love. And I don't feel the frequencies are matching. I don't enjoy spending
Then
time
that's
with
an
them.
act of love to bring to you a vibration that you can clearly see is not compatible, to give you a better sense of what is compatible. And therefore, it is an act of love.
That's fine, but is it okay that I don't accept their love or I don't want to spend time with them? Am I rejecting?
You can decide for yourself that if you are vibrationally not compatible at that particular moment, you don't necessarily have to continue a relationship in physical proximity. What we're simply saying is you can use the framework in which they are delivering love, even if it appears to be negative, to your positive advantage by recognizing what gift they are actually bringing you. And if the result of using that gift is the recognition that it's not appropriate for you to have physical contact, then that's the result.
Okay.
So it has clarified your position about who you are. As long as you are certain that you are not just being arrogant about it,
Hmm.
then as long as it is truly clear that you're vibrationally incompatible, then it is acceptable and perfectly in alignment with your excitement to not necessarily physically engage with someone you're not vibrationally compatible with.
Okay, makes sense. Thank
Yes, I
you.
know.
Someone else had asked one time on a CD that there is no room to be dishonest at any time. There's not even one time or 1% of the time to not have integrity or be dishonest.
Well, you
This is
can
the truth.
certainly create an experience of dishonesty and be out
Right,
of integrity. But if you actually want to be your true self,
right.
there is nothing about the definition of your true self that contains the idea of being out of alignment, of being out of integrity.
And I generally, my personality is that I go overboard with being honest and telling everyone
You mean
everything.
like you go overboard in your exercise?
Sure. I'm passionate about everything I do.
Passion does not damage you.
Okay.
That's your clue.
Okay. Okay. S- So my question about this integrity thing is that sometimes there really there's no need to be telling someone everything.
No, of
And I
course
feel
not.
like I need to almost lie to them because I don't feel like sharing something with them. Does that go under the category of not being having
It
integrity?
depends upon the subject matter. You have to
Okay.
take it on a moment by moment, case
Okay.
by case basis. If you understand that you might in some way be doing more harm by sharing something, then it isn't always necessary, but you really have to be honest about what's going on in that particular example
Okay.
and take it on a case by case basis. This cannot necessarily be given as a generality.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Just two quick things. We're going from density 3 to density 4, whatever
Yes,
these levels we're advancing. I'm just going to use the word evolvement.
yes.
And you had mentioned this before, just because you're an evolved person, even you can see other realities, you're way out there with your energy, does not necessarily mean that you need to be a vegetarian.
No, not
Okay,
necessarily. You have to
correct.
trust your body consciousness.
No
It
problem.
is a general likelihood, a general probability that as you raise your vibration, you might lose the urge for denser forms of sustenance. But if you don't, and it's absolutely natural and representative of your true state of passion that you still consume certain things, then you will simply go about it in the most integral way, using it in the most positive way, knowing that this is simply what your body consciousness is telling you you actually need at this moment. And if you use it in a positive way, then it will have a beneficial effect.
Okay, but is that a side effect of us going to 2030, 2040, 2050 and evolving
In
that we're go in
general,
general? That's
in
all I wanted to
general,
know.
yes,
Okay.
many of you will lighten up. And as you lighten up, your sustenance levels will also lighten up.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong if it doesn't.
Okay.
But
Just
the way you're doing it will usually change. The way you do it, the integrity with which you do it, the relationship that you form with what it is you are consuming in a very positive way, the gratitude and the grace in which you accept it and use it has everything at all to do with whether or not it is in alignment with your preferred state.
thank you. And the last question regarding Friday night, the exercise that you gave. I
Yes.
don't know which step it was, but it was the night that you actually say the thing that you like to manifest.
Yes.
From 1 week to the next, we're doing this 7 times, morning, night, for that particular thing.
Yes.
Is the thing that I want changes? Like, let's say I want three things.
No, 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 no. That exercise is not about what you want. You have
Okay,
misunderstood the exercise.
clearly.
The exercise is about clarifying who you are so that what is actually relevant for you will simply more easily manifest. Get your ego out of the way about what you think you want and trust that as you clarify yourself, you will attract and manifest what you need, which will then be simultaneously synonymous with what you actually want.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.